In this video, we're going to talk about something that becomes more and more important as we grow older: how to walk safely, confidently, and comfortably every day. Many seniors in the United States know how one fall or near fall can change the way you move, make you worry about simple tasks, or take away the confidence you once had. I'll explain each habit in calm, easy-to-follow language so you can listen at your own pace and try the tips whenever you feel ready. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. It helps us feel like one community here, learning together and supporting one another. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Point 1. Head position awareness. One of the simplest and most helpful habits for safer walking is learning to pay attention to the position of your head. Many seniors keep their eyes down while walking because it feels safer, as if watching the floor will prevent a fall. But looking down too much actually shifts your balance forward without you noticing. When your head drops, your shoulders lean ahead of your hips, your back becomes slightly rounded, and your knees begin to carry more pressure. This makes each step heavier and increases the chance of losing balance. Your head works like a guide for your whole body. Wherever it goes, your body follows. When your head stays upright and your eyes look forward, your balance centers right over your feet, and walking becomes smoother and more stable. A simple rule many physical therapists teach is called the 20-80 rule. Try to keep your head and eyes facing forward about 80% of the time, looking around 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. The other 20% of the time, you can glance downward just with your eyes, without lowering your whole head, to check the floor for any obstacles. This small change helps you stay aware of your surroundings without losing balance or shifting your posture. If you've been walking with your head down for many years, this new habit may feel strange at first, and that's completely normal. Your body simply needs time to adjust. You can start practicing inside your home, maybe while walking down a hallway or from the living room to the kitchen. Keep your gaze forward and allow your shoulders to relax naturally. Over time, you will notice that your steps feel lighter, your posture stands a little taller, and your balance becomes more steady. This simple habit can make a big difference in your daily walking confidence. Point 2. Arm swing rhythm. Many people think walking is mostly about the legs, but your arms play a much bigger role in keeping you balanced than most seniors realize. When your arms swing naturally with each step, they act like quiet stabilizers that help your whole body move smoothly. This gentle back and forth motion keeps your upper body relaxed, helps your shoulders stay loose, and allows your steps to feel lighter and more controlled. But as we age, this natural arm swing often slows down or stops without us noticing. Sometimes arthritis makes the shoulders stiff. Sometimes we carry things more in one hand than the other. And sometimes fear makes us hold our arms tightly still because we worry about losing balance. When the arms stop moving, walking becomes stiff and uncomfortable. Your legs end up doing all the work, which can make you feel tired faster or slightly off balance, even after short distances. The good news is that bringing back your natural rhythm is easy and gentle. Start by letting your elbows stay slightly bent, not locked straight. As you walk, allow your arms to swing softly by your sides. You don't need to force anything, just let the movement happen naturally. When your right leg goes forward, your left arm should swing forward. Then the opposite. This is the same rhythm you had as a child when you first learned how to walk. It's built into your body. If this feels new or uncomfortable, practice in a safe place like your kitchen or hallway where you can hold a counter if needed. Stand tall, take slow steps, and simply pay attention to how your arms want to move with your legs. Even a few minutes of gentle practice each day can bring back this natural rhythm. Over time, you'll notice that your steps feel smoother, your body feels more relaxed, and your confidence while walking begins to grow again. Point 3. Heel-to-toe walking. One of the strongest foundations of safe, steady walking is how your foot touches the ground. Over time, many seniors start changing their natural walking pattern without realizing it. Instead of placing the heel down first and rolling gently to the toes, they begin landing the whole foot flat at once, or sometimes even landing on the toes first. This usually happens when the legs feel tired, the balance feels uncertain, or the steps become shorter with age. Even though it may feel easier in the moment, it quietly increases the chance of tripping or catching the foot on uneven surfaces. The natural heel-to-toe movement works like a built-in shock absorber. When the heel touches the floor first, the rest of the foot follows in a smooth roll, and then you gently push off with your toes for the next step. This motion spreads your weight evenly and keeps your body centered. Without it, your steps can feel heavy, your toes may drag, and your posture may lean forward, all of which increase the risk of stumbling. To practice safely, choose a calm space in your home, a hallway, a living room, or even the kitchen where you can hold a counter if needed. Walk slowly and pay attention to how your foot meets the ground. Place your heel down first. Then let the middle of your foot roll forward. Finally, lift off gently with your toes. You don't need to exaggerate the movement. Just let it flow naturally and smoothly. Walking barefoot on carpet or a soft mat can help you feel each part of the step clearly. At first, this might feel unusual, especially if you've been walking differently for years. But your body remembers this pattern. With a little patience and slow practice, your steps will start to feel more stable, your balance will improve, and you will gain more confidence moving around your home or outside. Heel-to-toe walking is a simple habit, but it makes a big difference in your daily safety. Point 4. Foot position, slight outward angle. A small but very important part of safe walking is the angle of your feet. Many seniors don't realize that the direction their toes point can affect balance more than almost anything else. As people age, the toes often begin turning inward slightly. This usually happens because the hips become weaker, or because walking feels a bit uncertain, so the feet slowly move closer together without you noticing. But when the toes point inward, your steps become narrow, your body feels tighter, and it becomes much easier to trip or lose balance. A better and more natural position is to let your feet point just a little outward, not too much, just a gentle angle. This small outward turn helps open the hips, gives the knees better alignment, and provides a wider, more stable base for walking. With this position, your toes lift and clear the ground more smoothly, which decreases the chances of dragging your feet or catching them on rugs or uneven surfaces. You don't need to force the feet outward. Too much of an angle can feel uncomfortable or put strain on your ankles. Instead, aim for a soft, natural turn, just enough to create stability without tension. Before you start walking, take a moment to look down at your feet. Are your toes pointing inward or straight? If so, gently adjust them outward. This simple step prepares your body for safer movement. If you want to check your foot angle more clearly, you can practice in front of a mirror or walk across a clean floor where you can see your footprints. Pay attention to how your hips feel when your feet are angled slightly outward. You may notice that your steps feel more open, your body feels more relaxed, and your balance improves almost immediately. Over time, this tiny adjustment becomes a natural part of your walking pattern. It supports your stability, helps prevent falls, and gives you a sense of control with every step you take. Point 5. Knee flexion, keep a gentle bend. A very common walking mistake among older adults is keeping the knees too straight or even locked while moving. Many seniors do this without realizing it because it feels like a way to stay firm and upright. But the truth is, walking with stiff knees actually makes you less stable, not more. When your knees stay locked, your legs lose their natural ability to absorb the pressure of each step. Instead of your joints working smoothly, the impact travels straight up to your hips and lower back, making every movement feel heavier and more tiring. Your knees are designed to have a gentle bend while walking, nothing dramatic, just a soft flexibility. This slight bend works like the suspension in a car. When the suspension works properly, the ride feels smooth. When your knees bend naturally, your body moves with ease. This bend also helps your feet clear the ground better, reducing the chance of tripping on small objects or uneven surfaces. You can check your knee position easily. While standing still, place one hand lightly on each knee. If the knees feel rigid, pushed back, or locked straight, gently unlock them until they feel soft and responsive. You don't want your knees to feel wobbly, just flexible enough to move comfortably. Start practicing by taking a few slow steps with this slight bend. Pay attention to how much smoother your walking feels. You may notice less pressure in your joints, more comfort in your legs, and a greater sense of control in your steps. Over time, this small adjustment helps your body react faster if you begin to lose balance, because bent knees allow your muscles to work together naturally to steady you. Many seniors who learn this simple habit say they feel more secure and less tired even after short walks. Soft knees create soft steps, and soft steps create safe walking. This gentle bend is a tiny change that makes a big difference in how confident and steady you feel every day. Point 6. Smaller steps for better stability. As we grow older, many of us try to take bigger steps because it feels like a sign of strength or confidence. But in reality, long steps can make walking more unsteady. When you reach too far forward with your leg, your body's weight shifts backward for a brief moment. That little shift can throw off your balance, especially on slippery floors, uneven sidewalks, or when you're tired. Bigger steps also make it harder for your toes to lift properly, which increases the chance of catching your foot on a rug or small edge. Smaller steps, on the other hand, keep your weight centered and controlled. With shorter steps, your hips stay aligned, your knees work more naturally, and your feet clear the ground more easily. You're not rushing your body forward, you're moving with steadiness and intention. This type of walking reduces strain on your joints and helps you stay balanced even when turning, stopping, or walking around tight spaces in your home. A simple way to practice this is to walk normally for about 10 seconds and count your steps. Then, with regular practice, these little habits add up. You may notice you're standing taller, turning more smoothly, and recovering your balance faster if you feel unsteady. Strengthening your core gives your body the quiet support it needs to help you walk with confidence and comfort every day. Point 8. Floor awareness and transitions. One of the most common reasons seniors lose balance isn't because of big obstacles, it's the small, unexpected changes in the floor. A rug edge, a shiny tile, a darker patch of carpet, or even stepping from a bright room into a dim hallway can throw you off just enough to make you stumble. As we get older, our eyes and brain take a little longer to understand depth, shadows, and texture. This is completely normal, but it means we need to give our bodies a little extra time to adjust. Floor awareness simply means paying gentle attention to what's under your feet before and during each step. When you move from carpet to tile, or from wood to a rug, your feet need a moment to feel the difference. One simple trick many physical therapists recommend is to quietly name the surface in your mind as you approach it: carpet, tile, rug, step down. It might sound small, but it helps your brain prepare your body so your steps become more controlled and confident. If you wear bifocals or progressive lenses, this point is even more important. These lenses can make the floor appear closer or farther away than it really is, especially when you bend your head down. Instead of lowering your whole head, keep your chin up and glance downward with your eyes until the floor becomes clear. Moving slowly for a second or two while your vision adjusts can prevent a slip. Be especially careful with shiny floors or places where light changes suddenly. If you are walking from bright sunlight into a darker hallway, pause for just a moment to let your eyes adjust. If the floor looks slippery or glossy, take smaller steps and move with intention. Awareness is not fear, it is confidence. When you pay attention to the surface beneath you, your feet, legs, and brain work together in harmony. This simple habit protects you from unexpected surprises and helps every step feel safer and steadier. Point 9. Using support wisely, not constantly. Many older adults hesitate to use support tools like canes, walkers, or even simple handrails around the house. Some feel embarrassed. Some worry it makes them look weak. And others fear that if they start using support, they'll become dependent on it. But the truth is the complete opposite. Using support wisely is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength, awareness, and self-care. Support tools are not meant to limit you, they are meant to protect your independence so you can keep doing the things you enjoy with confidence. The key is to use support when you need it, not all the time. Think of it like having an umbrella. You don't carry it every day, but when the weather looks uncertain, you keep it close just in case. Support tools work the same way. If your balance feels unsteady in the morning, keep a sturdy chair or bedside handle nearby to help you stand safely. That's not dependence, that's smart planning. It means you're giving your body the help it needs at the right moment. If you use a cane, it should always be held on the side opposite your weaker leg. This helps your hips stay aligned and reduces strain on your joints. For walkers, make sure it stays slightly ahead of you, not too far. Short, steady steps allow the walker to move with you and give you the proper support. Many seniors feel an immediate difference once they start using the cane or walker correctly. It's also important to look at your home. Clear away clutter, loose rugs, low stools, or anything wobbly. Keep one solid object, like a handrail or heavy chair, within reach on your regular walking paths. Just that one change can prevent slips and falls. If you're unsure whether you're using your cane or walker properly, a physical therapist can show you the correct way in just a single short session. Remember, support tools don't take away your freedom, they protect it. Using them wisely helps you stay active, steady, and independent for many years to come. Now that we've talked through these simple but powerful walking habits, I hope you can see that staying steady on your feet doesn't have to be complicated or exhausting. You don't need special equipment, long workouts, or anything fancy. Just a little awareness and a few small changes can make walking feel safer, lighter, and more comfortable. Every habit we discussed, keeping your head up, letting your arms swing naturally, stepping heel to toe, turning your feet slightly outward, keeping a soft bend in your knees, taking smaller steps, building your core, noticing the floor, and using support wisely, works together like quiet teamwork inside your body. Each habit helps the next one, and together they make your walking smoother and more confident. Before you go, I would love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you plan to start using today? Please share it in the comments below. Your experience might inspire another senior who is watching and looking for encouragement. Take care of yourself, keep practicing these gentle habits, and always remember, every steady step you take is a victory. You are not slowing down, you are moving forward with wisdom, strength, and confidence in your own abilities.